Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Capricorns out there. So this is a love coming spread for all of my Capricorns out there for the week of January 20th into the 25th. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and 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 Jupiter. So many cards I need to see. What kind of energy is coming towards my Capricorn during the week of January 20th to the 25th? What kind of energy is coming towards my Capricorns during the week of January 20th to the 25th? So many cards that I need to see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Right from the start, we have an Ace of Pentacles. This is an Earth sign individual, okay? A Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo energy, okay? Now, this individual is looking at pursuing a relationship with you as a huge opportunity, okay? This is a huge opportunity. This is quite possibly an individual that you have been there's been a lot of flirtation between you and this individual for quite some time, and there's real chemistry that's beginning to form between you two, and so this individual has just decided to say, you know what, they're going to take a leap of faith towards their passion with you, and they're just going to want to just go for it, okay? Because they have a good feeling here that there's this chemistry is really beginning to take shape here, and there's a real opportunity here for something special and something long term. We also have an Ace of Wands, okay, which is a fire sign individual, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Now, this particular individual is super super sexually attracted to you. Like, there's a lot of deep, heavy energy, sexual passion that this individual has for you, okay? There's no other way to really put this except this person is deeply attracted to you in a sexual way, okay? Now, this is an individual that you quite possibly met at some type of celebration of some sort, some type of celebratory event. It could possibly even be at some type of bar or a club. That's also a possibility as well. But there was definitely alcohol, and there was alcoholism involved here. There was actually some drinking involved. So there's absolutely a celebratory atmosphere where you met this individual. Again, you guys kind of hit it off, or at least that was the impression that they got, that you guys really kind of hit it off. There was good times had by all you guys, had a lot of good times, a lot of laughs, and so there was this connective bond that was beginning to be formed there, and so they're taking that leap now. They're definitely looking for an equal give and take here, okay? There's definitely looking for equal give and take here. And there's also was this aspect of this charitable aspect. And this could quite even possibly take place like when you guys were out celebrating and things like that. This person was paying for your drinks and paying for other person's drinks and things of that nature. So there was this celebratory atmosphere. Now, I guess what one may want to be careful about here is if the celebratory perspective that was formed here with this individual pertaining towards you was not induced by the fact that there was alcohol involved, which makes your inhibitions go down. And so, being charitable in that regard, drinks for everyone, and I got this covered and things of that nature. So there's an aspect of that could also be part of it as well. But whatever the case may be, there was definitely a wild sexual attraction that this individual has for you, and They're looking to take it to the next level for sure. We also have a a younger Earth sign individual here, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. And this person again is very careful about how they express themselves. So this is an individual that's in your orbit, but there's also a fire sign, another fire sign individual that's in your orbit as well, Queen of Wands. And this person is a very attractive individual, and you know this individual. There's a feeling that this person is really looking to be kind of combative and argumentative with the other particular suitors that are here. To kind of, if you will, kind of protect their position. Now, it looks like this fire sign individual, Queen of Wands energy here, this individual has knew you for quite a while here. Okay? The Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, okay, and the Ace of Wands individual, those are new entries into this situation. So this is that's some new, that energy is newer than the energy from this Queen of Wands here. This Queen of Wands individual has been someone that you have been flirting with for a longer period of time, and it looks like things were really going to begin to take off. And then that's when things with the Earth sign situation happened. And then the last bit of energy here is from the fire sign. But then the fire sign energy is the last bit of energy that came in here. The Ace of Wands, rather. The Ace of Wands fire energy. So this Queen of Wands here, this is the last bit of energy that came into the situation. Excuse me, this is the oldest energy. Excuse me. So let me rephrase all of this. This Queen of Wands fire sign energy is the individual that you have been flirting with at first. So that was a connection that was formulated there first, okay? Then came the Earth sign individual, and then finally we have this Ace of Wands individual, okay, that you met in some kind of celebratory aspect. So that's the last individual that's here that you really had a connection with. The Queen of Wands, the original fire sign individual, there's beginning to be the original individual here, okay? There's beginning to be a bit of issue here, okay, with this individual pertaining to you. And this individual is having a problem with these two individuals, okay? So that's that's really beginning to take shape here. Now, for this younger Earth sign individual, it's just a person on the periphery. There's nothing really important that really stands out about that individual anyway. But all this other energy is getting a little crazy, and the competition factor with the Queen of Wands, not too happy about it. So let's see what kind of strengths are you doing? What kind of strengths are my Capricorn going to be dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Capricorns going to be dealing with here? Ooh. We had two cards that want to pop out right from the beginning, so we're definitely going to take those. Okay, so here we go. So right off the bat here, what wanted to pop out was the first two cards with the King of Swords, okay? So you're a very emotionally solid individual, okay? You're not going to be emotionally compromised. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. And right now it seems like you kind of want this attention here. You're liking the attention. You know, as long as nothing gets too crazy, you're liking the attention. You're liking the way this is going here. There's a lot of suitors, a lot of people here that are interested in you. And again, you've made no commitments to anyone. You're just enjoying the attention right now, and you're consciously aware of that. Okay. Now, with that being said, you'll definitely fight for a relationship that's worth having. Okay, out of this situation. So, if you decide on any of these particular suitors here that this is the one that you want to stay with, then you'll fight for it and you'll stay with it, and you'll push all the other ones aside here. But right now, this is pretty much just, everybody's kind of just like seeing where each you're trying to see where all these individuals stand. There's a lot of people here, so you're trying to figure out what's the best fit for what you're looking for. And as I said before, you're very emotionally strong when it comes to this. There's also this sense of complete mental clarity as well. Okay, so you're going into this situation with a complete sense of clarity, mental clarity, complete sense of mental clarity. No mental blockages here at all. You're not going to be swayed either way. You really just want to see which one of these individuals that you really connect with on a mental, physical, and personal level here, so you can grow with this individual. Now, there's arguments and disputes here. You are pretty much, like I said before, these are your strengths. So pretty much you're pretty much probably going to let them, as long as there's no physical confrontation here, but you're kind of sitting back saying, okay, let's see where this thing goes. You're aware that they're kind of competing with each other. And like I said, you like the attention. You like the attention. So you're just going to kind of take a step back and kind of see where that goes, okay? Also, we have the 10 of Swords here. So you have been hurt and you have been stabbed in the back before, okay? And you know what that feels like. This also caused you a great deal of stress and anxiety, which is probably why, okay, because of this right here, which is probably why you are allowing this thing to kind of see where this thing goes, because you it's nice to get attention in a positive regard, as opposed to someone, as opposed to somebody breaking your heart, playing games with you, having to deal with a lot of anxiety and depression. Now you got all of these suitors, and you're like, you know what? I like the attention. I like how this feels. So I'm going to take a step back and see how this plays itself out. Okay. And finally, here you're being very strategic with how you approach your personal relationship. Okay. This is a strategic, again, clarity of thought. This is strategic here, what you're doing. You're kind of sitting back, letting things play out, because you really want to make sure, okay, that this person that, this new person that you decide to spend a lot of time with, is really somebody that you're going to vibe with on a lot of different levels. There's no rush here with this situation, because you just gotten over, not too far in the distant past, you just got finished being hurt, okay? You just got finished dealing with a lot of emotional anxiety and depression yourself. So now that you put yourself back out there, and there's a lot of this stuff going on, all of these suitors are out here, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to hold back. And it's nice for a change to see somebody really pursue me. And you like the way that feels, because you need that attention, because also that's helping you heal. Now, with all that being said, this is a deliberate strategic. This is just strategic for you. You want to make sure you get the best possible. You find the best possible person to spend your time with here. So this is strategic on your part. So with that being said, let's see what types of things from the past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What types of things in your past could possibly affect the outcome of the situation? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Cards that I need to see. Okay, here we go. So, as I said, in the past you were very, you didn't think you had to watch it back. You were just kind of open about it. You were just kind of went for it. You didn't think you had to worry about anything until you got hurt. You got stabbed in the back. Now, 9 of Wands, you're very cautious. You're watching your back. You want to make sure. That's why you're letting this thing play out here, because you're being cautiously optimistic. You want to make sure you don't get into a situation where you get hurt again. So you're very cautiously optimistic. Okay? Before you got hurt, you would take a leap of faith. You would just go for it. Say, hey, let's see what happens. Not anymore. You're kind of cautious. You're a little bit more reserved. Okay? And finally here, you are literally at a crossroads. Okay? Before, you didn't know you needed to be at one. Now there's a fork in the road here. Okay? And like I said, you're being a lot more cautious and a lot more picky, if you will. And there's a lot going on here, so you're going to be very cautious about you know, who you give your cup of love to, who you choose to be in a long-term relationship with. So with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down here. Here we go. So right off the bat, we have a sense of unity. And that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for there to be a sense of unity here. That someone that you can really unite with in body, mind, and soul here. You're looking to be united with this individual. Again, and that's why you're kind of stepping back. You know, you're kind of letting this thing play out, you know, and see what's what. And there's no rush on your part because, again, you want to be one with this individual, okay? Secondly here, absence. You want to make sure that there is no absence of legitimacy here, okay? Because like I said before, you know, with the 10 of swords and the 9 of swords, you hurt. You hurt bad. You hurt bad. And so you want to make sure at this particular time that there's no absence, there's no void, there's nothing there that's nefarious, okay? You know what? In other words, you want to protect your heart, okay? Secondly, here and finally here we have repetition, okay? And you want to be clear. You will be sure in your mind that this person is who they say they are. So you want to see repetitive behavior here. You want to see if they're courteous today, that they're going to be courteous next week, and the week after that, and the month after that. That they're not going to, once they get what they want from you, all of a sudden, they're going to switch it up. You know, that's why there's a lot of people here in this situation. And, you know, you want to make sure the behavior and their behavior and the things that they say are repetitive, that it's consistent, that it doesn't change. You know, again, you're protecting your heart, you're protecting your emotions, and you're protecting your sanity. You're very emotionally sound, and you're doing this deliberately. And like I said before, so you're protecting your heart, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading. If it resonated with you, fantastic. I'll leave a link below to get a personal reading. If it did not resonate with you, hey, that's okay too. You still want to know a little bit about your personal situation, again, the link's below. If you have not already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. So with that being said, my name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.